We've got Fiat's brand new car coming out, the 500X, and we've also got Dynamo, who we're partnering with, who's doing a live appearance.
I'm Dynamo. I'm really excited about working with Fiat and using the power of X to create something extraordinary.
Dynamo's been a great fit for the campaign because we were looking for something really exciting to launch the 500X. And X is all about transformation, and Dynamo's one of the best magicians in the world. We put those two things together, and he's going to do magic things all over Europe to help get people connected to the car and bring this whole idea of transformation to life.
Well, 500X for us is crucial. It's crucial because it represents the new era of the Fiat brand.
A lot of stuff we are creating. I've never created so much material for one single launch. It's virtual reality, it's activities on the markets, on the squares, events, a lot of parties. We're doing about 600 small events and roughly 90 main events in 20 markets, plus one big final event, so it's a 24-hour job just now.
When it comes to building magic, you know, it's all about aligning the stars, and you need a lot of flexibility, and often the problem is that you're selling in an idea which has never been done before. When people say, well, how are you going to do that? You know, you go, well, either I can't tell you because it's magic, or, you know, we all kind of figure that bit out.
What we really wanted to do was to come up with a launch event that would reach as many people across Europe as possible.
I think actually the other challenge which we always have is creating something that works for both the live audience and also the audience at home who are going to be viewing the content.
On one level, we're going to do an illusion that's absolutely incredible, that involves a car, but very much something that Dynamo's wanted to do and really pushed the envelope of what's been possible. Got a fantastic team on that, from people that have worked on everything from Prometheus through to stage performances of Lord of the Rings, etc., Ghost, even the recent Kate Bush tour.
Today we are filming some of the teaser content which is going to lead up to our big event on the 28th. So this is kind of the prelude to the event. It's the idea behind the live show.
It's all about effectively Dynamo's harnessing the power of X, and that power of X is giving him internal powers as such to manifest light through his body and then out of his body again to effectively create the Fiat 500X.
So the power of X is about our mental and a physical state. It's about how we live our lives and about realising our full potential. And there's parallels in Dynamo's life and his career to date.
Are you ready to see the world in a new light?
The client gave us an opportunity to see and use the car, so we're shooting an extra teaser today, in-camera illusion, working with Dynamo, playful bit of content that we're going to put out, and drive traffic to some Oculus events that are happening across Europe.
Come and experience the power of X.
There are a number of different parts to the campaign, and one of the most important pieces is the use of the Oculus Rift technology, where we're giving consumers the very first time experience of virtual reality and real world.
We've been working in digital for 10-15 years now, and it's probably the most complex project we worked on because we're using lots of bleeding edge technology.
Well, it's a 2.5-minute virtual reality video which is shot in stereoscopic video, which means it's a full 3D experience. It tracks your head in real time and it delivers the audio-visual experience from that perspective.
People are amazed. People all over the world, once they put on the glasses, you know, they think it's amazing, but once they start moving their head, they realize they're in a different world. And they're part of the Fiat brand in a way they'd never imagined.
The car is really cool actually. It's like a Fiat 500 but boosted up into a musclier version. And it's currently parked right on the ceiling, which is pretty weird.
We had people returning on the next day and bringing their family, bringing their friends, so they're extremely happy with that.
Working with brands like Fiat gives us an amazing opportunity to kind of combine our kind of know-how and experience, and in the world of magic, and you know, their brand.
This is entirely new technology. We're actually dealing with the Oculus DK2, which means Development Kit 2, which means it's not consumer version yet. So in fact, that means we at Crow, we're actually in the forefront of the technology. We're actually helping out Oculus with the findings from this campaign.
We decided to not wait for the typical week of the launch of the car in the showroom. We wanted to bring the car to the people, because really we believe that this car should be seen and driven. And the perception is very positive. I mean, we already collected several thousands of leads, test drive reservations, and we sold some few thousands of cars already. So, I mean, the mood is positive.
We've been working on the Illusion for months. It's never been done before. We've got maybe 1,000, possibly 1,200 people that are going to turn up. We need to make sure they have a fantastic experience. We need to make sure that the brand get what they want from this. So this is a Fiat event with Dynamo. We need to make sure that that balance is kept correct. The real issue for me is, you know, I want people to come down and have a great time and feel like this is one of the best experiences they've ever had.
He always surprises us, man. He always does something new. He always does something that another magician would never think of.
It's got to be something big, right? 'Cause it's the launch of a new car and he's putting himself on the spot, so it's got to be pretty good.
This is quite different for Dynamo. You know, they relate him to street magic and things like that, and this is sort of a big development for him in the way it's a big development for the car as well, so it sort of fits in quite nicely. So I think it'll be a surprise.
When you have to work out something like that, it has to be very precise, it has to be real, it has to be convincing, and it's got to look cool.
The challenges we face are, it is a physical car. There is no modifications to this car. To prove that, at the end of the Illusion, he will physically drive that car off stage.
He has managed to translate that feeling of totally blowing you away, going, I don't know how you did that. He can do anything.
It's a big trick that's never been done before, and it's our job to get all that on camera and make sure that it can go to the various media outlets that we're putting it on. So to do that, we've got a live OB unit, which is 7 cameras. We've got another 3 crews who are doing roving interviews with celebrities, behind the scenes stuff. We've got crews doing interviews with the bands, so there's Gorgon City are playing, we've got Sam Shaw, we've got a few DJs. All of that's going into a big mix. We've got a room full of editors backstage. There's an OB truck live mixing the Illusion. And all this is going on YouTube straight after the event. It's going on Xbox Live. Once that Illusion's up, we're going to be editing other peripheral content. By the morning, a lot of that stuff will be up, and then we've got another 2 weeks of putting more bits of behind-the-scenes content up.
Wow, we're at the end of a very, very long process, longer than everyone can imagine.
It's one of the most tense, emotional, adrenaline-fueled 6 minutes of my entire life. It was great. There were some places where they really got into it where we weren't necessarily imagining that they would.
Just made a car appear out of nowhere. Out of I'm not going to swear, but out of nowhere with a piece of light. It was amazing. It was awesome.
There's not very many companies that would ever take a risk the way that we took this. When we say it's never been done before, and you know, everything about this was frontier.
I've gone from like walking into TV production companies in the past, you know, and
I want to walk on water.
And yeah, and saying, all right, so you know, it's going to cost this much to do. I can't tell you what we're doing with the money. I can't tell you how it's going to be done. You just have to trust me. Yeah. I'm from Bradford.
The reaction to the vehicle is just excellent. It has been described as the best Fiat ever, not from us, from several journalists who tested the car.
Crow, you need an amazing agency to make an amazing job. So this is something magical.
Today, I think I revolutionised the appearance of a Fiat 500X.